Have you ever noticed this strange paradox? The women who don't chase, who don't try to impress, who don't put on a show, are often the very ones men can't resist. Meanwhile, others try so hard, yet somehow remain invisible. It's not luck. It's not random. Psychology reveals there's a hidden reason why men are deeply attracted to women who seem effortless. And once you understand it, you'll see human attraction and relationships in a way you've never seen before. Number 1. Natural confidence. Have you ever noticed how some women draw attention without even trying? They're not chasing trends, not competing for approval, not desperate to impress, yet somehow they stand out. That's the power of natural confidence. It's not about expensive clothes or flawless looks. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. When a woman accepts herself, flaws and all, something shifts. She walks into a room with calm energy, a quiet assurance that says, "I know who I am." And here's the psychological truth. People sense it instantly. Confidence creates presence. It makes others feel at ease. And men find this kind of grounded self-assurance magnetic. Why? Because it signals strength and independence. She doesn't need external validation. She's not seeking approval. She's radiating authenticity. Think about the opposite for a second. When someone is overly desperate to be liked, it feels heavy, almost suffocating. But when a woman is content with who she is, the atmosphere shifts. Her smile feels genuine. Her energy feels refreshing. And without even realizing it, people lean toward her. This is why men are drawn to women who don't try too hard, not because they're distant, but because their confidence is effortless. It's real, it's alive, and it captivates without needing to beg for attention. So remember this, you don't have to try hard to be attractive. The moment you embrace your natural confidence, people can't help but notice. Number 2, authenticity. There's something magnetic about a woman who's unapologetically herself. No filters, no act, no need to perform, just pure authenticity. Men, and people in general, are drawn to this because authenticity feels rare. It makes every interaction feel natural, unforced, and real. Compare that to someone trying too hard to impress. The conversation feels heavy, the energy feels off, and you walk away drained. Why? Because we can all sense when someone is faking it. Authenticity is simply this, being comfortable in your own skin, speaking your truth without pretending to be someone else. It doesn't mean oversharing or being loud. It means aligning who you are inside with how you show up outside. That quiet honesty is powerful. Psychology tells us that authenticity signals self-respect and confidence. And that's exactly what men find attractive. Nobody wants to build a connection with a mask. They want the real person. Think of your closest friend. What makes them special is that they don't perform for you. They're just themselves, and that makes the bond genuine. Romantic connections work the same way. A man feels at ease when he's around a woman who's real. The conversation flows, the trust builds, and the connection deepens because it's based on truth, not performance. So stop worrying about perfection. Stop chasing some impossible standard. Your uniqueness, your quirks, your voice, your energy is what makes you captivating. When you embrace your authenticity, you don't just attract people, you attract the right people. Number 3, less is more. Some women seem to draw men in without lifting a finger. No over-the-top effort, no forced charm, yet the attraction is undeniable. Why? Because they embody a timeless truth. Less is more. When a woman doesn't put everything on display, she keeps a layer of mystery around her. And mystery is magnetic. Human psychology thrives on curiosity. When we can't see the whole picture, we lean in closer. For men, that mystery sparks intrigue. They want to know more. They want to unlock the story behind her calm, confident presence. Think of it like reading a great novel. If the author reveals every secret in the first chapter, you lose interest. But when the story unfolds slowly, piece by piece, you keep turning the pages. The same principle applies in attraction. Here's the hidden danger. Trying too hard often comes across as neediness, and neediness repels where confidence attracts. A woman who doesn't chase approval sends a silent but powerful message. I'm enough as I am. That's the kind of energy men can't ignore. And let's not forget, men enjoy the pursuit. If someone is too available, the thrill disappears. But when a woman holds a little back, she creates balance. She allows the man to step forward, invest effort, and earn her attention. That chase makes the connection more meaningful for both. So remember, you don't need to over-explain, overgive, or overshare. Let your presence carry the weight. Less really is more, and it's one of the most attractive qualities you can embody. Number 4, the power of challenge. Here's a truth many overlook. Men are drawn to women who are not too easy to win. It's not about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embodying self-worth in a way that naturally creates a challenge. Think about it this way. Anything that comes too easily often loses value. A game without obstacles gets boring fast. But when there's a challenge, something worth striving for, it becomes exciting, rewarding, and unforgettable. Relationships work the same way. When a woman isn't constantly available, when she doesn't bend over backwards to earn approval, she creates space. That space fuels intrigue, effort, and pursuit. Men are hardwired to chase, to prove themselves. A woman who knows her value, who carries herself with quiet independence, signals, my time and attention are precious. If you want them, you must be worthy of them. And that message transforms the dynamic. Instead of chasing her affection out of convenience, he invests energy, respect, and commitment to earn it. This isn't about withholding or manipulation. It's about standing firm in your confidence and not rushing to please. By being a little bit of a challenge, you elevate the connection. You inspire him to rise, to bring his best self forward. So remember, don't make yourself too easy to reach. True attraction isn't born from constant availability. It's born from mystery, effort, and the quiet strength of knowing your own worth. Number 5, a relaxed atmosphere. Have you ever noticed how some people instantly put you at ease without even trying? That's the power of a relaxed atmosphere. When a woman is calm, comfortable, and confident in herself, she naturally creates an environment where others feel safe to be themselves. And for men, this is incredibly attractive. Think about it. When you're around someone who's uptight or overly focused on impressing, the energy feels heavy, almost forced. But when you're with someone who's genuinely relaxed, the pressure fades away. Conversations flow more naturally. Laughter comes easier. Even silence feels comfortable. That effortless vibe makes interactions not only more enjoyable, but more memorable. For men, a relaxed woman signals something deeper: authenticity. She's not trying to put on a mask or live up to impossible standards. Instead, she radiates confidence simply by being at ease with who she is. And that's magnetic. It shows she values her own peace of mind, which in turn makes him feel calm, respected, and free to open up. Now picture 2 scenarios, one where both people are nervous, overthinking, and trying too hard. The result? Awkward silences and forced smiles. But in the second scenario, both are relaxed, joking, and genuinely enjoying the moment. That kind of connection doesn't just feel good, it sticks in the memory. A relaxed atmosphere isn't about effort, it's about presence. And when a woman carries that energy, men don't just notice it, they crave it. Number 6, no pressure. One of the most attractive qualities a woman can bring into a relationship is her ability to create a space with no pressure. For men, this feels like a breath of fresh air. Imagine going on a date where you don't feel the constant need to perform, impress, or say the perfect thing. Instead, you feel free to simply be yourself. That kind of atmosphere is rare and powerful. When a woman doesn't try too hard, she doesn't demand that a man behave in a certain way. She's not constantly testing him, nitpicking, or setting impossible expectations. This relaxed attitude gives him space to let his guard down. And when a man feels safe to be authentic, something interesting happens. He begins to open up more, share more, and connect more deeply. Think about the difference. Under pressure, conversations feel forced. You're worried about saying the wrong thing, so you hold back. But without pressure, the flow is natural. Jokes land better. Vulnerability feels easier. The connection feels real instead of staged. That's why men are drawn to women who make them feel comfortable and unjudged. It's like being around a trusted friend. You don't have to pretend, you don't have to compete, and you don't have to perform. You can just enjoy the moment. In the end, no pressure interactions don't just make relationships smoother, they build trust. And for men, that trust is one of the most irresistible qualities a woman can offer. Number 7, independent vibe. There's something undeniably attractive about a woman who carries an independent vibe. Men notice it immediately, not because she's distant or uninterested, but because she's living a life that's already full. When a woman has her own passions, her own goals, and her own rhythm, it sends a powerful message. She values herself and her time. Picture a woman who's building her career, pursuing hobbies, and enjoying a social life that makes her glow with energy. She's not waiting around for someone else to give her purpose. She already has it, and that's exactly what makes her magnetic. Instead of trying to fill an empty space, she invites a man into a life that's already rich and meaningful. For men, this independence is both refreshing and inspiring. It creates balance. Instead of being the center of her entire world, he becomes part of it, a part she chooses, not one she depends on. That distinction matters, because men respect a woman who can stand on her own, yet still chooses to share her life with them. An independent vibe also keeps the spark alive. She has her own stories to tell, her own experiences to share, and her own passions that make her fascinating to be around. Her self-sufficiency isn't intimidating, it's captivating. In the end, independence isn't about pushing people away, it's about showing that you're whole on your own, and that makes any relationship stronger, more balanced, and far more attractive. Number 8, ambition. Ambition has a magnetic quality, and women who embrace it often stand out in a way that feels both powerful and captivating. When a woman prioritizes her goals and passions instead of seeking constant approval, it signals something deeper. She has direction, purpose, and a fire that drives her forward. Imagine someone who lights up when talking about her work, her projects, or her personal dreams. That energy is contagious. Men notice it instantly because it reveals confidence, self-assurance, and a life that's already full of meaning. She isn't waiting for someone to hand her a path. She's creating her own. This makes her more than just a partner. It makes her an inspiration. Her determination pushes men to grow, to pursue their own ambitions, and to match her drive. And in relationships, that ambition adds depth. Conversations are richer, the bond feels alive, and there's always something new evolving between them. Ultimately, ambition isn't just about success. It's about showing that you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself. And that relentless pursuit of growth is one of the most attractive qualities a woman can ever display. Number 9, balanced emotions. One of the most underrated traits men find deeply attractive is emotional balance. Think about it. Being with someone who can handle life's ups and downs calmly creates a sense of stability that's rare and refreshing. It builds trust, comfort, and a feeling of safety within the relationship. When a woman is emotionally balanced, she doesn't ignore challenges, but she faces them with resilience. She communicates her feelings clearly without letting emotions spiral out of control, and that maturity is incredibly appealing. Men see it as strength because it shows she can manage stress, adapt to difficulties, and still stay grounded. On the other hand, when emotions are expressed in extremes or without clarity, it can create unnecessary tension. Men may feel confused or pressured, which makes real connection harder. But emotional balance isn't about suppressing feelings. It's about expressing them in a healthy, steady way that invites understanding. This kind of stability fosters deeper trust and smoother communication. It makes conflicts easier to resolve and keeps the relationship harmonious. For men, that calm presence is not only attractive, it's magnetic. Because true balance isn't just comforting, it's the foundation of lasting connection.